Hello everyone and welcome to Ren Talks Whatever, where I talk about whatever the hell I want. We got a very action-packed episode for you all, and if it sounds like I'm tired, I am. Just a quick warning, sorry if you get any background noise. I would be recording in a room where you would get virtually mostly nothing. But I lost all of my audio. God, I'm a little bit frustrated about that. Pretty mad, actually. I woke up at 6 a.m. for nothing. But you know what? You gotta lose stuff to get stuff. No, you don't. I'm still mad. We do have a co-host here. It's my dog. And his job is just to run around and be cute. He's just messing with his bed. What if it's just the entire podcast? I'm just like, I wonder what my dog's doing. He's scratching himself. All right. So yeah, I lost the audio for the second episode, so I have to re-record it. So sorry if some sections feel rushed. That's not my intention. And yeah, I'm pretty upset. But you know what? I am not gonna let that ruin the mood of the podcast. So why don't we jump into it? How's my week been? Nothing really that eventful this week. Mostly just been playing video games, and that's about it. Yeah, just been playing Tears of the Kingdom a lot. I want to finish that before, probably next week. I want to finish it next week. I was gonna finish it this week, but I got sidetracked with a couple things. But Tears of the Kingdom, I do plan on finishing that this week, or next week, more like it. But yeah, there's really nothing else Oh, I didn't mention this last recording. You see, this is why you lose your audio. This is why you lose your audio, because then you remember funny little things you did. All right. I think yesterday, I was playing Resident Evil 5 with my friend. Well, I call him Amy, but his you will know him as Sky, you know. So I was playing Resident Evil 5 with them, and holy crap, Resident Evil 5 is so much fun. Like, I like Resident Evil 4, the original Resident Evil 4's controls. I, this feels smooth. Like, Resident Evil 5 feels smooth. Like, really smooth. And I like that. It's very, very, very smooth. Very fun. And, like, anything's fun with multiplayer. And, like, this specific game is really fun with multiplayer. Like, I wanted to play it with someone, so I forced my friend to buy the game, since he's been getting into Resident Evil. But and like, us playing it was just so much fun, and yeah, I'm really excited to jump back into it. Hopefully I can jump back into it tomorrow, not today because I'm busy for the rest of the day, but tomorrow I hope to jump back into it and play more. But yeah, besides Tears of the Kingdom, that's what I've been playing. Nothing I've been watching, and nothing I've been. Well, I have listened to something. I'll talk about that later. AKA right now! Oh, one more thing. I'm gonna mention this now. A couple things now. So I can go ahead and get, like, it out of the way right now. So, if you have a question. Actually, hold on. Alright, we're back. Yeah, we're back. Okay. So, yeah, just, I was gonna make an email so you can guys ask me stuff, but, Google's being annoying, so I can't do that. We're back. We back, and, if you want to ask me anything, just message. Oh god, I burped like twice. Just message me like on my PSN. That's probably the fastest I'll probably respond. If I'll probably make an email at one point. I just don't want to right now. But I'm sorry if I'm eating. I just haven't had breakfast, and also I'm annoyed. So you know what? I'm gonna eat on my own podcast. But anyways, if you want to ask me any questions, we do have two questions from the Mike Fowler, the guy I just stole from. But if you want to ask me something, just ask me on PSN because I was gonna make an email, but everything's against me. Everything's against me. You know, everyone's against me. Everything's against me. My podcast isn't working. Spotify wasn't working last night, so I had to use YouTube to listen to the Pink Tape. Yeah, let's talk about that. Pink Tape. Let's talk about that. Alright, I think that's the last time I'm gonna pause. But anyways, again, sorry if you hear stuff in the background. It's my dog. Either my dog or the stuff that's passing by. Alright. Alright, Pink Tape. So, last night, before bed, I listened to the Pink Tape by Lil Uzi Vert. I'm a huge Uzi fan. I really love Lil Uzi Vert. I've been a fan since Eternal Take. Ever since then, I almost dropped my mic. Ever since then, I almost dropped my mic, but I managed. But nah, ever since then, I've been a fan. I really love Eternal Take, and I'll defend that album to the end. The Pink Tape I was a little worried about because it's 26 tracks long, and that scares the crap out of me. But to a pleasant surprise, I like the Pink Tape. I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. This album kind of like disappoints me a bit because like there's so much that I feel like would be better if you just cut out all the filler. Like if you cut out like 5 or 6 of the songs, I think the album would be better without it. Like you cut out the bonus tracks, you cut out like the stupid cover of like a rock song, I forget what it was called, and you have a somewhat really pretty fun album, like a great Uzi Vert album. I would even go as far as say. There's just the problem is this album is way too bloated. Dude, it has like 26 tracks, and a lot of that is, and a good chunk of that is like filler, which sucks because there's so much I really like out of this album. This album's all over the place. Let me just get that out of the way. This album is all over the place. There are some pop songs, some trap songs, some rock songs. It's really like, again, it's all over the place, and it feels like I said this in my review, which you can check out in Reddit now. Nuz, I made a review. Easy plug. But I mentioned this in my review, but it really does feel like Uzi just grabbed whatever he liked and tried to do that. And you can tell that was like because like Baby Metal's on this album for some reason. Like Baby Metal is on here, which is crazy to even think about to me, because I did not expect Baby Metal to be here, but They're Here. It's like a Japanese rock band, in case you don't know. And like, again, don't get me wrong, I like this album. I really do. Like, Flood on My Face, a great intro, fantastic intro. And then you get to like Suicide Doors. That's just kind of, but then you go back with A, and they're like, "Yo, this is great!" And then Crush Gem and Amp are just kind of, eh. And X2 is like, okay, we're getting back to it. We're getting back to it. Die Didn't Come Back is a great one that I liked. And like, as I continue talking about this album, it's just like more up and down, if you can't tell. Like, the highs are high. Like, I will say this, I really like when Uzi tries rock on this album. I think it's interesting to see him do rock. Like, we've already seen rappers do rock this year. Like, we've seen Lil Pump try rock. That was terrible. We've seen Lil Yachty done rock. That was actually really good. My dog's sleeping. I'm sorry. But in Uzi case, I think the rock on this album is pretty good. Like, Bring Me the Horizon? I gotta check out more of them. Because, like, Werewolf was such a cool song, man. Like, that album, that song felt, it was cool. Like, I like that song. But, and The End was also probably one of my favorite tracks on this album. The End was really cool as well. It's just, this album's really messy, you know? Like, I want to love it, but it's just really messy, you know? But don't get me wrong, it's a decent record. I like this. I think it's good. Like, again, the songs I really like on this record, I really like. But the songs that I don't care about, I really don't care about, and just can do without them. And again, this album is 26 tracks. This album is 26 tracks long, dude. Like, I forgot to mention I have a soundboard on my phone. I completely forgot to mention that. Yeah, I have a soundboard on my phone now, so you'll hear a lot of things like, I don't know what I'll use that for, but you'll figure it out. But overall, okay, so let me just read this real quick. This review from Case from Album of the Year. Yeah, Case. With a shortened track list, I am bad at this. With a shortened track list containing only the best songs, Pink Tape could have been Uzi's best record, as it's still very enjoyable, but it's just way too long mess that's all over the place and doesn't reach the full potential as a result. In the first few lines, hit it right on the nail. Shouts to Case on Album of the Year. Oh, never mind, they don't follow me. No, never mind. I take back my shout out. How about that? But nah, you literally hit it in the head. That's exactly how I feel. Cause, like, again, I think this album could have very much been Uzi's best record. It's just way too long, man. It's just way too long. Like, with a shortened track list, that's right there. With a shortened track list, this would be way better. Way better than it ended up being. Because to me, this is just kind of, it's on the weaker side of Uzi's discography. After giving it some thought, I think it's still good, but it could have been better. I did burp there. Oops. It could have been way better than it ended up being. You know. It's still a fine record though. Like, if you're an Uzi fan, I recommend it. If you're not a Lil Uzi Vert's fan, maybe this is one you skip. But I would give it a 7. If I'm feeling like a 7 on this album. Y'all feeling a 7? I'm feeling a 7. Alright. Let's transition it into 2 topics. Alright. Let's start off with Spider-Verse. Alright, in my original podcast, I made a mistake. And assumed that, whatchamacallit, like, okay, so essentially it was like this, I don't know how to describe it, it was like this, message to, fans of Spider-Verse, hey, our movie's getting delayed. It was fake. I fell for it. But that's what redoes are for. This is totally why I'm redoing it, and not because I'm frustrated. This entire podcast is going to be me complaining about the fact that I talked about this already. But, you know what? It's whatever. Ugh, God. Anyways. So, Spider-Verse is seeming like it's going to get delayed. And I want to talk about it specifically because, there are reports going around where, some animators are saying that they're not sure that they will even hit the May date. Which is interesting. And that also comes with the announcement, with the statement from, I think it's, the producer of, most of the Spider-Man movies, Amy Pascal, saying essentially, El Bozo, so welcome to the movie industry, losers, and here's my response to that. That was a horrible response. Not my response, because of course my response is great. But, that's a really gnarly thing to say. Period. To, the worker who's I don't know if we're gonna get this movie out by then, man. And you're just welcome to the movie industry. If you can't, what's that, stupid phrase? If you can't handle the flame, if you can't handle the flames, get out of the kitchen or something like that. I don't know. I am too lazy to look that up. So you know what? I'm actually not. But yeah, essentially it seems like Spider-Verse is getting delayed. And my thoughts on that is just straight up, I think the movie should be delayed. This is probably Sony's at the best spot they could be with this franchise. Sony's at the best spot they could be with the franchise, and they can't screw up this third movie. They cannot. Cause there's so much writing on this third movie being good that it would probably be best if they delayed it, so when the movie comes out, it'll be great. It'll be perfect. It'll be everything we want. And to give a quick response to a proper response to Amy Pascal's comment on this. You don't you can have a great movie and not suffer for it, you know? Cause that's how most of these people. That's what most of the people who are saying the work environments were pretty rough are saying, you know. And it's a pretty weird thing to say, to just be no, that's just business, honey. Again, if you can't stay in the kitchen, get out of the fire. How about that? It's just like, I don't know, man. Like, I think it's dumb, personally. They should 100% delay the film if they don't think, if, like, the animators don't think, that they can make the date. But that's just me. I know a lot of people won't think that. I think a lot of people will be like, I want this film now. I want it now. And that's fine. You can think that. But I don't think it should be at the cost of animators' happiness. Just to have the movie be, like, there, like, a couple months early. You feel me? Alright, how about we talk about this? Let's move on to something silly. Because we're not here to talk about depressing stuff like terrible work environments. Like, Sony work environments are bad? Wow. Let's go ahead and talk about Xbox's Barbie has an Xbox now. So did my mic get silent? I'm hearing myself, so it doesn't seem like it did. Yeah. No, it didn't. It didn't. I'm saying it right now. It didn't. But alright, essentially, if you didn't know, there is a, Barbie Xbox that you can get for free if you win in a giveaway. Which, that's cool until you realize the fact that I want it. So, we have this article by PureBox, which is, I'm assuming, is an Xbox News website. Where it says Xbox has announced partnership with Warner Brothers on a new. Okay, I read that completely wrong. I'm reading the beginning sentence. Okay, Xbox is giving away a Barbie console and free Forza 5 content. Xbox announced a partnership with Warner Brothers on the new Barbie movie, which includes a custom Xbox Series S with multiple controller faceplates and free content for Forza Horizon 5. So as you can see, well, no, you can't. But we have this. I'm gonna describe it to you. There's this Xbox that's pink, hot pink, that's in a Barbie playhouse with a bunch of faceplates. And it looks so great. Like, I love how it looks, man. Like the hot pink looks nice. I kind of wish, like, the sides were also hot pink, like, just to have the full hot pink Barbie. Barbie. But, like, this is cool. Like, this is, like, really cool. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. This is really cool. And not only that, like today, modern day, we try to, like, get rid of, like, gender norms and stuff like that. At which, I'm all for. I'm all for that, obviously. So, the general demographic of an Xbox is for, like, young boys who scream at grown men and call them racial slurs. And the general audience for Barbie are little white girls. So we combine that. We found inner peace. I really like that black piece a lot. Like that black face plate. Since this is an audio podcast, it's like, I don't know how to describe, but, look up the image, because you'll probably find it. It's the one at the far right. Look up the image of like the Barbie Xbox. It's the faceplate at the far right, and that's the one I'm talking about that I think looks cool. But yeah, this is really cool. I like this a lot. I'm also really excited for the Barbie movie, like really, really excited. I'm not that huge of a Barbie fan. Mainly because I didn't grow up with Barbie. But I'm really excited for the Barbie movie. It looks really funny. So I'm happy to see if it'll be any good. You know? I think it will. Because it looks funny. It looks really funny. So, you know what? This gets a thumbs up from me. Also, there's Forza Horizon DLC, where I couldn't pronounce the name of the car, because I am not a car person. So, you know what? I'm not even gonna try. But, yeah, you get a Corvette. You get Barbie's Corvette, which looks nice. I would drive that. And you get, Ken's GMC, which is just a giant truck. So, take that what you will. I don't play Forza Horizon. I don't like car games that much. I don't care about cars in general. The only car I'm playing is Sonic Racing. Sonic All-Stars Transform. Remember that game? Y'all remember that game? That was great. What happened to that franchise? I want a new game from that franchise. Please. Also, that's Mario Kart. I completely forgot that was a game. But anyways, yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited for the Barbie movie. I hope one day I can get my hand on this when I'm a billionaire. Because this is probably the coolest Xbox I've seen. Probably even cooler than, like, the Sonic, one where it was just a really fluffy Series S. But I do have to question one thing. Why are there all Series S? Why can't we have, like, a cool Xbox Series X? Like, is there any, like, special edition, Series X? Xbox Series X Special Edition. Okay, so there's a Halo one. And, yeah. Yeah, there's literally just a Halo one. Okay, someone made a custom Far Cry 6 console. And holy cow, that looks cool. That looks really cool. I like how that looks a lot. Oh my god. Okay. Let me see if I can find the original artist so I can just credit him off the bat. Let's see. Alright, let's see. So wait, so is this an actual Xbox? Yes, an actual Xbox. It was a sweepstakes. Okay, so look up Far Cry 6 Xbox. I thought it was a custom one, but no, it's apparently like a sweepstakes. Look up Far Cry 6 Xbox, and you'll get probably the coolest Xbox I've seen. And like, there's also a Shang-Chi one. I did not know that, and that one looks lame. Why would anyone want that? That looks lame. Xbox? More like lame. This is a podcast that I'm recording, and you all are listening for some insane reason. But I appreciate y'all. There's apparently also like Nickelodeon like Xboxes. Look at me. You know, I didn't do this at all in the last episode. And now I'm doing it here. Not last episode, I mean last recording, pre-recording. And now I'm doing it here because I am still annoyed. I'm gonna keep mentioning that. Why did I lose that audio? Anyways, so let's move on to the next topic. We got a little sidetrack there. After the funny Barbie Xbox, let's talk about the FNAF movie trailer that recently just dropped. Yeah, the FNAF movie. So the FNAF movie is happening. It's been, or I keep saying FNAF, but I don't think the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. More like it. There we go. The Five Nights at Freddy's movie is happening. It's coming out, I think, in October 26th? The 26th? But essentially this was 8 years in the making. And we're finally getting this movie. And I saw the trailer. I saw the trailer for it. And I think it looks okay. Like, I don't think it looks anything above average. But you know what? For what it's worth. Excuse me. Oh Jesus! Why am I so gassy? But I burped. Just to be clear. For like a video game movie, it looks pretty good. Like, it looks better than the Slender movie. I'll give them that. I'm just not really I'm just not as much of a FNAF fan as I once was. Like, I like the first 3 games, don't like 4, and didn't play anything until Security Breach, and then I say, nope, I hate this game, and moved on with my life. But, like, I've been following, like, the making of this movie for a while, especially since I have a friend, Sky, who, won't shut up about this movie. Sky. So I guess I have to watch it anyways. And I think it's gonna be okay. Like, I don't think it's gonna be great. But, you know, for video game movies, I think it looks good. So, you know what? Gets a thumbs up from me and a good luck. Because I wish it luck. But I completely forgot about, like, something else. Like, there was something else I want to talk about. I didn't talk about, like, last recording, but that I just remembered now. Alright, let's talk about this. So there's a Twisted Metal TV show coming out. It doesn't look good. Now, I know this is, like, old news, like, the beginning of the month news. I know that. But since we're talking about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I want to talk about Twisted Metal and how bad it looks. And everyone has already trashed on this, so I won't go too long. But, like, why do we have Sweet Tube singing the Thong song? Like, I'm not a Twisted Metal fan, so I can't really comment on this at all. But, like, Twisted Metal doesn't, like, I've seen what the games are. This isn't Twisted Metal. Like, nothing I've seen seems like what Twisted Metal is. Cause like, this seemed very comedic. And like, Twisted Metal doesn't seem like that. Like, a dark comedy? I don't know, man. Like, again, I can't really comment on it because I'm not a Twisted Metal fan. But, like, I think if I was a Twisted Metal fan, I would be pretty annoyed. And it seems like a lot of Twisted Metal fans are, because, like, this doesn't look good at all. And no one likes how it looks, so yeah, I really don't really have much more to say. I wanted to talk about this, and I only realize now that I don't really have much to say. Yeah, let's talk about our last topic. Oh my god. But yeah, Twisted Metal looks kind of like mid. All right. Our final topic for today. Which, Jesus Christ, I cut like 30 minutes off the podcast. Again, I didn't mean to make this like shorter. Because like it's really only shorter because I've already talked about this stuff, and it wasn't like my live reaction, you know? I'm sorry. That's really all I can say. I'm sorry. Who knows? Maybe people are actually having fun with this. Let me know if you guys are actually liking this podcast. And also, you know what? While I'm at it, give me like, tell me, just straight up tell me like what do you guys think I can do to like improve this podcast? Like, what would you like to see? I was supposed to use like more of my sound effects on the last like recording. I'm sorry if I keep bringing this up, but one, I completely forgot, and two, I just again I'm just like so drained and so like you know. Again, I won't be like this next episode. I will be more prepared. But anyways, and just to make up for the sound effects. There you go. And my favorite sound effect. Alright, alright, oh wait! Dude, I was about to talk about my last topic, but I completely forgot I had another one. Alright, Warner Brothers is going downhill. They're spiraling out of control. So if you didn't know, the Flash movie recently came out. I can't believe I forgot about this, but the Flash movie came out recently, and the reception could have been better. It's sitting at a 56 in Metacritic, and it has a lot of mixed bags reviews. Like, some people love it, some people hate it. I'm in the middle where I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Like, I think it's a fun film, but holy crap, this movie's bombing. Essentially, this movie's not doing good at all. It is failing at the box office. It's somehow doing worse than Shazam, which is shocking. Like Shazam didn't do good neither. Like, that's why, like, the past 3 DC movies, like, none of them have done that great. Like, Black Adam did fine in the box office. It didn't do incredible, but it did fine enough. Shazam did pretty mediocre in the box office. Like, it did not do good at all. And now we're here at The Flash, where, at this point, Warner Brothers is selling, like, they're selling their properties just to keep the lights on. Like, I saw, like, okay, hold on, let me pull up, from Screen Rant. Warner Brothers is reportedly trying to sell half of its stored music and TV catalog for $500 million, including Batman and Purple Rain. Batman and Purple Rain. That's one big, like, god dang, dude. It's like, that's disappointing to hear, but it's also not surprising, because, like, I think The Flash doing poorly, I kind of saw it coming. I think a lot of people did, because, like, this movie's been delayed, like, multiple times. There's so much money that they put into the movie, like, there's so much money they put in the movie. There's so much There's so much controversy surrounding it, like, I'm without spoiling it, around the end of the movie, and not only that, Ezra Miller, which, you know, they exist. They've done some stuff. Don't ask Ezra Miller about Hawaii. But it's just disappointing to see that Warner Brothers has gone down this route, man. And I don't really think they're gonna come back from it anytime soon, because I don't think Blue Beetle's gonna do well, and I definitely don't think Aquaman's gonna do well. I hope this doesn't lead to the shutdown of Warner Brothers. That's all I'm saying. Because, like, Superman Legacy has to be good at this point. It's a Superman film. It's going to do buckets in the box office. But at this point, it has to be good. Because, like, if it's not, I think that means DC's probably not going to be around for a bit longer. And it's like again, I see some people say, like, oh, Marvel's falling off. They sold 800 million instead of 1 billion. I think Marvel is going downhill. And, like, yeah, Marvel's making less money. Like, especially Quantumania ended up being a failure. But, like, they're also backed up by the biggest company known to man. I think they're fine. But the thing is, Warner Brothers isn't Disney. So if they can't afford, so Marvel can't afford three back-to-back failures. And, like, cause, like, Multiverse Madness didn't do well, Love and Thunder didn't do that well, and I'm pretty sure Quantumania didn't do that well. They can afford that. They can afford that at the very least. Because, again, they're backed by one of the biggest companies known to man, who basically own everything but water. But, like, Warner Brothers isn't Disney. So it's more depressing to see that they're resorting to selling some of the most iconic stuff just to keep the lights on. And again, I think it all just up to Superman Legacy to see if we'll see a change in Warner Brothers, you know? I trust James Gunn. He makes good films. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a very interesting next few years. And, yeah, Warner Brothers might be losing more money over the next coming months. Because we still have 2 more DC movies before Superman Legacy. 2 more. Have I been Nope. There we go. Anyways, it's just kind of like, it's weird, you know? Anyways, speaking of Disney. Wait, I forgot to say something else. $500 million for Batman. That seems very interesting. Like, I like Batman. So, theoretically, I could buy Batman and make my own Batman film. I think I can make it work. I just need $500 million, which you can donate to me now with the GoFundMe link in the bottom now. Nah. But I need $500 million, and I can make my own Batman film. And I'm going to make... Who's a funny villain to make? I make the main villain Polka Dot Man. How about that? Or Condiment King. Condiment King will be the main villain of my Batman film. And, you know what? Just to get everyone mad, we're going to make everyone Condiment King. Everyone will be casted as everyone will be Condiment King. And then all the characters will be casted as Chris Pratt. It will be in theaters on the same day. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. That's for Warner Brothers. Anyway, speaking of Disney, because I mentioned them earlier, so our for real, last topic of the day. And then we have questions by Mr. Mike Fowler. Okay. So, have y'all heard this, Disney Claude story? So, Elementals. Elementals recently came out, like, not too long ago, I think, like, the middle of June. And it's been it's not Disney, Pixar's worst performing movie in a while. Like, it's their second worst performing movie. Which, is kind of rough. Like, I haven't seen the film, personally. I'm just waiting for it to come to Disney Plus, because does it look like I want to go watch Elemental? And Penguin Zero already made a video of this, which got me the idea to talk about this, because, like, this is so dumb. So, there's a character in the movie called Claude, right? He's, like, this little, like, turnip thing. I think. There's this character named Claude, and he's, like, you know, he's flirting with the main protagonist, because he's, like, a little boy. Because, like, he's a little boy who, he's flirting with the women, because he's a little boy, and I don't know how else to describe it, little boys to you. Yeah. So, because the movie wasn't doing well, Pixar, on their Twitter account, decided, so you know when, like, in Marvel movies where, like, when, like, the big special cameo comes in, and where the big wheel from, like, the old Spider-Man comics finally comes into the MCU. After years and years of begging and waiting, the big wheel is finally in the MCU, and you can finally be happy about it and die happy. You feel me? Like, those kind of, like, cameos. And, those are fun. But they're for usually, like, legacy characters. Not Claude from Elemental. So can you guess what they did? There's a video on Twitter in the Elemental official Elemental Twitter account, where they basically, like, treat Claude like essentially, no one watched this film, so I don't think anyone cares if I spoil it. They essentially treat Claude like Henry Cavill's Superman in Black Adam. You know, they're like, "Yo, it's Claude! Yo, it's Claude! Finally!" It's, like, such a weird way to advertise the movie. And in a way, it's genius, because, like, you know, people like me are gonna make fun of it and get more curious and probably go see the film. Except me, because I'm gonna go watch it on Disney Plus. And, like, it strangely worked a bit, because it's kind of like having, like, a redemption arc where it's doing a lot better than it was doing, which is interesting to see. But, not by much. Again, I don't think Claude will sell tickets to Elemental. No, like, I don't. It's a weird strategy. It's a weird way to advertise your movie, that's for sure. That's a very weird way to advertise your movie. Buster, what do you think of this? Excuse my co-host. My co-host is he's the very he shows, he doesn't tell, you know. And since this is a audio podcast, you won't be able to see what he's showing. He's showing me the coolest of tricks. Now he's getting out of his bed. He's going to somewhere else. He's chilling. Alright, but again, I haven't seen Elemental. If y'all seen it, let me know what you think about it. But yeah, it's just kind of odd. It's a weird way to advertise your movie. A very weird way to advertise your movie. Alright, so let's get into these questions. Or at least one. Again, if you want to submit me a question, if you want to give me a question, send it to me. If you know me personally, you know where to contact me. But if you're listening from like outsider's perspective, send me on my PSN, or I'll do this. I think there's like a way that you can comment on Spotify, so do that. And if there's not, this section was all for nothing. Alright, the only question we got from Mike Fowler is... Well, we got two questions, okay, so... Oh wait, I should probably have a drum sound effect. You know what, we'll add that next podcast. Alright, barbecue sauce or ketchup? Now, Mike Fowler. Mike Fowler. Can I call you Mike? Probably not, but anyways. I hate ketchup. I don't like ketchup on anything. I think ketchup tastes like trash. For those who like ketchup, you can cry about it. I never like ketchup. And I never will. So barbecue sauce all the way. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I like barbecue sauce over ketchup. It just tastes better to me. Cause ketchup, like, I don't know why. I don't know how this. Maybe I just don't like tomatoes. That might be it. I don't like tomatoes on anything. If I see a tomato, man, come on. Oh man. I'm just gonna be honest. I just wanted to use that soundbite. Yeah, I'm just not really a fan of ketchup. All right, the next question and the final question for the show: who is a better feature artist, Drake or Lil Baby? Now, Mike Fowler. Mike, can I call you Mike? I made the joke at the same time. God damn it. Okay. All right. Drake has some great features. I can think of 3 Drake features off the bat that I love. Look Alive. I'm on the one. I'm lying to you all. I can't think of it. But Look Alive, I'm on the one. And what's another one? Moment for Life. There we go. And like, Drake has some good features. I just think he's been lacking in a lot of good ones recently. Like, he had, like, it's not, like, it's like his music. It's like his newer music. He's kind of been lacking in, like, features recently. In terms of the fact that a lot of his features have just not been that interesting. I don't know what he just did. I'm too scared to even see what. Okay. Anyways, it just feels like a lot of his features have just kind of been lacking. Kind of like his newer music. But that's a conversation for another day, because we're not focusing on the main artist. We're focusing on, like, the features. And there are very few times where I say, like, maybe Look Alive, but there are very few times where I say Drake stole the show with a feature. Because it's usually just the other way around. Like Wants and Needs with Lil Baby. Because Lil Baby is the better feature artist. Lil Baby has so many good features that I honestly think his features are better than his main music. That's not a good thing, but you know what? I'll take what I can get. I can think of so many Lil Baby features that I love. Wants and Needs, Bad Bad Bad, Do That, Pride is the Devil, Be Something. There are so many Lil Baby features that are so great, and I love them. I love them more than his actual features. Not features, actual music, you know? 'Cause, like, I don't like Lil Baby's music that much. But my man pops off every time he become like he's like on a feature, he's like featured on an album, and I'm more excited to listen to him as a feature than him as the main artist. You know, even like Khaled, the song he had on Khaled, whatchamacallit, Every Chance I Get. He popped off on that one, man. Like, he went insane for that one, man. So, yeah. I prefer Lil Baby over Drake. That's just me, though. Alright, we're ending the podcast once again. I hope I don't have to re-record this for a third time, or else I am hopping out of a jet, like the Young Thug song. We had a lot of fun. We had fun. I think we had fun. Let me know what you thought of the podcast. Rate me 5 stars if you want to. If you can find me on Ren Is Now Nas on album you can find me as Red Is Now Nas on Album of the Year. Thank you. I screwed that up so bad, but it's whatever. It's whatever. But you can also find me on any gaming platform of choice is as Ren the Mixed Nerd. I gotta change that. That on my Xbox. So if you can't find me there, then just it's Ren Is Now Koi, but I will probably change it to Ren the Mixed Nerd. Anyways, but you can also listen to my dad's podcast, the Delvin Cox Experience, if you want to. And yeah, I think that's it for me. You know, thank you all for listening to the podcast. Hopefully next episode I don't have to re-record anything, or else I'm gonna be very upset. And I'll catch y'all later. Bye.